Welcome to Gazette Weekly Wrap Up, your go-to source for the top news stories from across our community. I'm Dylan Kroll, bringing you the latest from our weekly paper. From major developments to local events, business highlights, sports, and more, we've got you covered. Now let's jump into this week's biggest headlines. To begin with stories making impact across the entire region. First up, Delta Railroad Services hosts inaugural CEO for a Day program on June 20th. On Friday, June 20th, Delta Railroad Services welcomes 6 students and early career professionals to its first ever CEO for a Day program. Led by CEO Linda Laurello, the full day event featured leadership panels, facility tours, and career insights aimed at inspiring the next generation of industrial leaders. In Ashtabula news, Ashtabula Foundation awards $5,000 grant to Legal Aid Society on June 17th. During the ceremony at the Ashtabula Public Library, the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland received a $5,000 grant from the Ashtabula Foundation to expand free legal services in the county. The funding will help the organization continue its mission to close the justice gap and empower residents facing civil legal issues. Now let's zoom in on highlights from the Gazette's core coverage area. In Jefferson news, on Tuesday, June 24th, Jefferson officials, SOCC committee members, and artist Tessa LeBaron gathered at Giddings Park to unveil a new mural on the side of Giddings Hall. Donated by the Save Our Community Center Committee, the vibrant artwork features butterflies and flowers with the message, "Change brings opportunity." Designed to symbolize growth and transformation, the mural also offers an interactive photo spot and marks the beginning of a more public art planned for the village. Also in Ashtabula area news, new ACDL bookmobile rolls through Ashtabula County with a full schedule of summer stops. On June 6th, the new bookmobile delighted families at the Nickel Carnival Day in Austinburg and continues to bring books and excitement to both nostalgic adults and curious kids. With summer programming in full swing, public stops and special appearances are scheduled throughout the season. Now let's head south for coverage over in that area. In Andover news, after years in the classroom, most recently teaching 6th grade ELA at PV Middle School, Connie Moores will take on a new leadership role as Director of Pupil Services for the Pymatuning Valley Local School District. Beginning next year, announced in late June, her new position will focus on overseeing special education services, supporting military families, managing preschool programs, and ensuring student support across the district. Also, in Linesville news, Pymatuning State Park will host the 4th annual Onion Festival on Friday, July 11th from 2 to 8 p.m. Saturday, July 12th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Linesville Beach area. The free event features food trucks, deep fried onions, live demos, archery, pontoon rides, and family-friendly activities. Now over to Conneaut and Kingsville's part of the county. In Conneaut news, on Wednesday, June 25th, the Conneaut Port Authority and Environmental Consulting and Technology hosted an open house at Conneaut Township Park to present their Coastal Resilience Plan, an ambitious proposal featuring 13 environmental and infrastructural projects designed to improve the marina while preserving the harbor's natural beauty. Officials emphasized the importance of public input to move forward with grant funding and ensure the long-term success of the shoreline, wetlands, and recreational spaces for future generations. In other Conneaut news, on June 25th, the Ester family announced plans to sell Marco Vineyards, one of the oldest estate wineries. as they look for the next generation to carry on Ernie Esterer's legacy. Founded in 1968, the 115-acre Cognac Creek Vineyard will remain open on Fridays and Saturdays as the family seeks a buyer who shares their passion and vision. The Esterers say they're committed to a smooth transition and supporting the future of the vineyard and community they've long served. Let's switch gears and take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. The Toe Bateman Jags softball team improved to a perfect 10-0 with a dominant 17-5 victory over Centera. Despite an early 5-run deficit in the first inning, powered by a strong offensive surge and steady pitching from Laura Ziegler, Toe Bateman rallied with 6 runs in the first and never looked back, stealing the win in just 3 innings. In other local sports news, on Wednesday, June 25th, the Grand Valley 8 to 10-year-old All-Stars came from behind to defeat the visiting Ashtabula team 8-4. After trailing 4-2 early, Grand Valley tied the game in the third, took the lead in the fourth, and sealed the win with 3 insurance runs in the fifth. And finally, we head over to Lake County for updates from the Tribune. In Painesville news, despite rainy weather, the downtown Painesville organization's farm-to-table experience on Wednesday, June 26th, drew a lively crowd for its 10th annual celebration, featuring local chefs, drinks, live entertainment, and a silent auction. The event raised funds to support downtown revitalization efforts. In Madison news, in the early hours of Tuesday, June 29th, a house under renovation at 10385 Prouty Road caught fire, prompting a swift response from Concord Township and neighboring fire departments. Thanks to functioning smoke detectors and quick action, the homeowner safely escaped, and firefighters extinguished the blaze within 20 minutes. Fire Chief Matt Sabo emphasized the critical need for working smoke alarms and urged residents to contact the fire department for assistance. That's it for this edition of Gazette Weekly Wrap Up. For more in-depth coverage, visit us online at gazettenews.com or follow us on Facebook by searching Gazette News, or you can also find us on Instagram at Gazette News Ohio. Don't forget, you can subscribe online or pick up a copy of the Gazette or the Tribune to stay informed. Thanks for making us your trusted news source here in Ashtabula and Lake County. See you next time.